Let's head over to Photoshop now to put the first pieces together. I'm starting with everyone's favorite, the Content Aware tool, filling up the sides of this background picture with some extra landscape. Once the lamp is gone, I can stamp away a new base. Then add some characters with a few free pictures from Unsplash. This first picture comes from Oriento. It's a beautiful vase design with all the colors that I really wanted. I used layer mask to remove all the backgrounds, then put them all in place one by one. I can get these characters to match their environment by using hue and saturation. I like to clip them onto each detail, then play with these sliders for the best color. Then it's time for shadow. Gradients are my first go-to when it comes to shading. Something as simple as a clear to black color brings more weight to the bottom here. Just like with the colors before, everything needs to be as realistically balanced as possible. Luckily, the lamp from the original picture has already got me set up pretty well, so now I need to go into each character, shade them individually, while keeping in mind how these new outdoor lights affect the lighting. I love the nighttime setting here, so I want those shadows to be just as intriguing as the ones in the background. The broken pieces in the vase are important to the overall message, just as kind of an acknowledgement of putting yourself back together after some rough times. And since nature is always watching, a few forest friends come to help, of course, so I will style them accordingly to fit the mission. And each character has its own job. So we'll have the squirrels on mission find all the vase pieces, while the others help out with maybe arranging the flowers. While the pictures do be doing most of the work for us, we will have to draw the gear ourselves. A few crossbody bags might help, I think. I'll start with brown as a base, gradually adding more details and shading as I go. A few petals fall from some nearby roses, and each detail we add now works to reveal this story to the audience. And once the first bag is done, we can pretty much copy that same one for the second. This time putting the bag on his back. And a couple more details won't hurt. I like the idea of putting them in some kind of steampunk gear with a few cool gloves and some goggles to match. Even the hummingbird and the butterfly get some gear, though I have no clue what a mission like this requires, so I am just making it up as I go. Oddly enough, this bird was actually the first character I thought of, and although its position got a little demoted, I love that I still get to add these beautiful green and yellow colors to its back and its wings. Now for the flower arrangement, I will need to relight a few petals and leaves here and there, just generally working on them, making them more crisp. I always use solid brushes by this time, finishing up the piece with nice sharp edges. This can really help clean things up, bringing a little more definition to the plants. After a few more edits, here is the final still life.